Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of The Shanon Show. It's episode number 41. Not only is it the first episode of season 5, which is very exciting, but today is a very special episode. I'm having a reunion with some of the best classmates ever. It's the Coia Club reunion. And, you know, it's been a long time coming. Very excited to get this done with some fantastic individuals. Some of them have been on the podcast before. And actually, I think all of them have been on the podcast before. I just realized that. But that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce them. This is more than just if you're watching, you're probably thinking, you know, Shannon, it's just like an English class from high school. What's the big deal? And I mean, you'll learn throughout the show that it was much more than just an English class, even though we can't have everyone here today. But first and foremost, we have Peter G back on the pod. Peter Gillen, how you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Back from Panel of Preposterous. You know, it's a fan favorite episode for sure. Maybe it's just my favorite. Jonny Hoppe back consecutive weeks from Gents of the Round Table.
Using me as clickbait, bro. Come on now.
You
can't
wish,
be doing that.
Come on, please. Alex Saber, possibly the orchestrator of this whole thing. Quite possibly. Alex, you doing well, man?
Sir, yes, sir.
It's good to hear. And Elizabeth, how you doing?
I'm good.
It's great to hear. And Chante, she's on the move. She's in transit mode.
Yeah.
Chante, welcome to the podcast. She was
Thanks
in
for
the
having me.
she was in the trial of George Glover. So got everyone here. Well, not everyone, but we got a good group. Got 6 people. We're talking about a great English class that was with a great teacher, and you know what better way to do it than on the Shanon Show? I have a little preposterous predicament. I usually save this for the end of the episode, but it's just a little would you rather question. Peter's familiar with these. I did an entire episode with him. If you guys want to go check that out. But I have a would you rather centered around Mr. Coia that I think is going to be a pretty in-depth discussion. I think we can really get into. Would you rather your mother bring home her new boyfriend, one Mr. Ronald Coia? He is constantly in full classroom mode. He's juggling your household items. He's walking around with his yardstick, etc. You know, just like the full Ronnie C experience.
I forgot about the yardstick.
or all of the progress you made in his class as a writer and as a student is instantly and permanently removed, and you cannot regain this knowledge. You'll be forever going through your life without it. Initial thoughts.
Boyfriend, Mr. Coia.
Woo!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yep. My mom comes home with this because she could always break up with him, right? Yes.
I think
Whoa.
we can.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It's the first thing you go to.
Let's say this is
Come on now.
a somewhat long-term relationship. So like there's some longevity to it. Like I want you to have to live with like Ronnie C for a little bit. I want to get awkward and horrible. Unless you really like him. I'm not sure how much you like him.
Yeah.
Peter, you bring in Ronnie home?
No, I don't really think so. You know, much as I love him, I think my dad makes a better dad. So, you know. But it would be interesting. My English skills would probably walk off a cliff. But I'm a computer science major. I can live with that. No one understands what I'm saying anyway. So if I lose English too, it'll be fine. They're like, I don't talk to him anyway. It's fine.
It's a small price to pay, I guess.
There you go.
I think I'm with Peter. I don't wanna.
Come on, please, no. I hope Mr. Coy is watching this. He's probably still hurt right now.
You know, honestly, I think it's probably a mutual feeling. He doesn't want to be here. We're doing him a favor. Don't worry about it.
I just can't wait to see you guys not be able to write anything anymore. Like, what's a thesis statement? Like, where does the punctuation go inside or outside the parentheses?
I won't lie, MrCoia.com, okay? I was still using that till senior year, okay? I would hop on there and just
memory
pronounce the
wiped.
worksheets.
It's gone. Consider it gone.
Yeah. Yeah, my English teacher at my second high school was like, bruh, I feel hurt, but it's okay.
Alex, are you bringing Ronnie home?
I think I like the writing that I learned. Like, yeah, wait, so yeah, because like you could put like, yeah, I was taught by Mr. Koya on a resume. So
Dang, you're gonna sell your
Yeah.
dad out for a resume. Oh, no.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I love that answer. I love the concept of like just having to come home and see him every day. Like, God bless his children. I love his children are gonna be such great people. They really are. They're gonna be really great kids. I'm sure they're already great kids. They're gonna be fantastic. But I can't imagine seeing him every morning. What do you think he eats for breakfast? Like, I don't know. He probably makes pancakes for his kids
Cheerios.
every morning. No, he's out there. He's on
Just flipping it.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the Mickey Mouse. He's got whatever you want. Stacks on stacks. Johnny,
I don't know how
Yeah,
much
come
English I
on.
need to put warheads on foreheads. So,
I knew
think
you
I'm
were a
chilling,
grunt,
big
bro.
dog. In the trenches.
Back in the trenches. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a little more contentious, but Mr. Koya to be his mom's boyfriend.
Guess it depends on the crowd, you know?
Yeah, maybe if more people were whatever. No comment.
Call them out,
I-
man. Call them out.
I have a game. It's called Who's That Man, and we're gonna need two teams. It's I'll explain the rules. I'm thinking I'll just make it easier for myself. Alex, Johnny, and Elizabeth, and then Peter and Shante.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Very well,
That-
very well.
Is that gonna work? Is it gonna work?
Easy
Okay,
one.
we're all good.
Shantae and I were gonna crush, okay? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
thought so. Yeah.
It's fighting words, Peter. Coming for you.
Okay, so I'm going to be giving. So Johnny, your team is Team Ronnie, and then Peter, you and Shante are Team C. Okay.
Very well.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give Team Ronnie a book and 4 characters from that book that we read, and you have to tell me which one was not a character in the book.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
No.
Very well.
God. No help, y'all.
Team Ronnie, your book is Othello.
Okay.
Your characters are Santiago, Brabantio, Bianca, and Iago.
Bianca, definitely.
Bianca.
No doubt.
Bianca,
Don't even come
you're
at
not,
me.
you're not even going to ask Alex. You
No,
sure?
Who's Bianca from? Like, I forget actually.
No, it's the same again.
The 4 characters, one of them is not a character. Okay.
Okay.
Santiago, Brabantio,
Yep.
Bianca, and Iago.
Yep. It's gotta be Bianca. Third
I
one.
think Bianca
What is
too.
Santiago.
What's the final answer? I need a final answer, boys.
I think it's me.
I think
Bianca?
it's Bianca.
Yeah.
Should have listened to Alex. It is Santiago.
Is it
Bianca was
really?
the
No
character.
way.
Yeah, I don't remember what she did, but I looked at Spark Notes and she was
There's
in
no-
there. So
Bianca's
I
like,
think Bianca's the person they accused him of cheating with, right?
oh
Yes.
god, Peter remembers the plot.
Yeah.
It's game over. Just leave the Zoom, guys.
Where'd you get Santiago from?
I just did generic Italian name. Like
Generic.
you guys.
Iago,
Wasn't that-
Iago, like,
You bought
I
it
swear
right
that was
away.
somebody.
It sounds like he could
It's
be
pretty good.
Brabantio's brother, though. Like, gee.
Big facts.
All right, Peter and Shante. It's still 0-0. You have Tale of Two Cities.
Uh-huh.
Your characters are Jerry Cruncher, Amelia Laurie, Miss Pross, and John Bersad.
Oh, no.
Say him again. Say him again. Oh no.
Jerry Cruncher, Amelia Laurie, Miss Pross, and John Bersad.
Okay, the first 2 are for sure there. I think Miss Pross lost her hearing, and then the last guy, I don't know.
Shante?
Last guy. I'm with Peter.
Uh-oh.
No, sir.
No, it's Cruncher. It's Cruncher.
Wait, no.
Cruncher, Jay Cruncher's character.
Yeah, Jake Crunch was the gravedigger, right?
Amelia Laurie was not a character.
Oh, no.
John Bersad, I think John Bersad came in at the end. I think he was a key character at the end. I don't remember.
Koya
I'm
would
doing
be
this,
so
but I don't really
proud.
remember. Like, I don't blame you guys. I get these wrong too. All right, Johnny, Alex, and Elizabeth, this is your time to take the lead and put some pressure on Team Peter G and Shante. This book is Night, which I remember absolutely nothing from. So,
We read that? Wait a second.
By Elie Wiesel?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
we
Yeah.
did read this, right? We,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
The Holocaust
This,
one, right,
it's
right.
fair game. Okay. Yes, the
Okay.
Holocaust.
Easy one. There we go.
Eliezer, Abner,
Mhm.
Shlomo, and Mosh the Beetle.
Slow-mo? Slow-mo? There's no way.
Shlomo.
No, that maybe it has to be a character. There's no way you came up with that.
What was the
Wait, go through them again.
Eliezer, Abner, Shlomo, and Mosh the Beetle.
Most of the Beatles sounds familiar. I know Eliezer's the main character, but I'm between Shlomo and whoever the heck that second guy was.
Abner.
I would do the second one. The second one.
Abner?
Yeah.
Abner?
All right, I'll defect to you.
You are correct. Abner was
Let's
nonsense.
get it.
Yeah.
Off clap.
Oh no.
All right, Peter and Chante, pressure is on. You have to get this to tie the game and make it a draw. Or we'll do some sort of tiebreaker. I don't know yet. I didn't plan that far ahead. Your book, of course, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh no.
Cantorek,
Okay.
Hemmers, Dettering, and Albert Kropp.
Oh, none of these sound familiar.
Wait.
Dang. Okay, hold on. We gotta hear him again.
Yeah.
Cantorek,
Okay.
Hemmers, Dettering, Albert Kropp.
Okay, I feel like the first guy I recognize.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else sounds familiar to you?
Hemmers,
I think that-
Dettering, Albert Kropp.
Mm,
I think Albert Kropp is also real, but I don't know why.
yeah. Second one. I don't know.
Second one is real.
Fake? I don't know. Why didn't you do like Fahrenheit 451 or something?
That's
Was
the
that
next one.
Ronnie?
That's the next one. Yeah, that was with Ronnie. Dang, I don't remember Dettering at all. So what do you think it is? Hemmers or Dettering? There's so much resting on this answer, Chante.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Hey, Peter.
No.
Okay, the third one, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we can go with that one.
Should have gone with Hemmers.
Dang.
Johnny Alex Elizabeth. Take
Oh
the
my
W.
gosh.
Sheesh.
Elizabeth's clutch with it.
There you go. Johnny, Elizabeth, and Alex have won Who's That Man? Congrats, guys. That is.
What do we get? A gift card or something? Come on now.
No, come on. I'm broke, guys. Please get out of here, Johnny. Come on. You get the satisfaction. If there was more people, we could have had more teams, but
There you go.
is what it is. Now time for a Socratic seminar. That is quite the reaction. You guys are the worst, man. You don't even know what it's about yet. You don't even know what it's about, and you are already
Scary
like.
part.
Where's my
in
notes?
unison.
I prepared some, right? How many pages did we get? Like, didn't matter? I don't know.
Like a page, maybe? I don't know.
I don't remember how that worked.
Remember how he gave us laryngitis? This first show.
Laryngitis. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you were
Oh,
talking too much, right? It wasn't. There was hot seat.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, if you got on the hot seat, you were like, you're psycho, bro. Like, if you chose to get into the circle, like, for fun.
He knew they were about to spit straight facts, though. You knew that.
Hot
There's the
seat.
pieces of paper too to know how many times you needed to talk, like left. You know?
I'd be like shaking, moving the piece of paper forward. I tried to say one thing. I'm like, I agree.
It got to the point where I printed out like parentheses and then slashes so I could put the little check marks in between them. So I feel like that's so good.
So it's not really Socratic seminar. I just want to know, how do you guys think Mr. Coy's class changed you as students from that point? Like, how were you going into that class, and then how were you coming out? Was it drastic? Was it kind of overrated? What do you think the impact was?
I definitely didn't read into it. Made me read the text a lot more carefully. That's for sure. Except for Tale of Two Cities, because I was doing that at like 2 a.m. But like other than that, like for real, I just be like, all right, what is he actually trying to say in this? And just made me enjoy it more too.
Were you an audiobook guy?
No comment.
Oh, I was. No shame. I would be on 4
No
times
doubt.
speed.
There you go.
Oh, that's a strat. Okay. No,
What else do you guys
I
think?
guess I'll go next. I think definitely before then I'd never been like challenged in English class. Like you don't really have to try, and then we come to his class, and like the first day I show up, like I don't know what's going on. He's like, where's your stuff? I'm like, this is my first day of class. Like, where's your
It's the
stuff?
same
And I'm
thing
like,
to me, yeah.
yeah. So I was like really worried. He definitely he forced me to pay attention and had to grow an English brain. So I appreciate that.
Which you were willing to throw away just because you didn't want to spend some time with him in your own home. Can't mean that much.
All right, look, I respect my dad too much to replace him. Okay.
It didn't have
It's
to be
Father's
replaced
Day
him. You
tomorrow.
could have
Come
had
on.
an extra character, whatever.
That's too sus. Okay.
Oh man.
I don't know.
That happened to me too, though. On the first day of class, I walk in and I'm just chilling at my desk talking to Johnny, and there's nothing on my desk. And he's like, "Why is there nothing on your desk?" I'm like, "It's the same thing." I'm like, "What is there supposed to be on my desk?"
How many days late did you transfer in? That's
A week, maybe.
gotcha. I think because everybody else had already gotten introductions, so he was like, he didn't remember who was in his classroom.
Yeah. He told me I looked like trouble too, first day,
No.
which is not true. Alex, anything? How did it impact you?
Guess like similar to Johnny, like it made me try to find it. I guess more be more appreciative of the smaller, minute details in text, and then I guess with education in general, just like take it very seriously. Like he certainly has a passion for it, and he really wanted us to like do our best because like I think all of us can agree like that's how like his style of teaching, like that's how intense like college is, and yeah, like he certainly prepared us to have that mentality, just like expect the challenge and like don't give up, even though it's very easy to.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you see him, he like brings his A game every day, and it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of inspiring. Like, I don't want to get too deep into this, but whenever you see him, like he walks in and he's got all the energy. It's 7 a.m. for him too. He walks in and he's dedicated and he's dressed up in his shirt and tie or whatnot, and he's ready to go. So you kind of feel like a letdown, and he'll let you know if you're let down too. He'll let you know if you're not stepping up. He'll let you know if you're below his standards. He has no problem with that.
You can't hide in that class. That's not happening.
Yeah, and I don't want to let him down. Like it goes beyond my grade. Like if you disappoint Mr. Coia, like that's like you feel that. It's a lot different than disappointing another teacher to not be named on podcasts because nice guy. Elizabeth, how did it impact you for
I definitely think it like helped me learn to apply myself more and just like a general foundation in English because I've never really been a writer to begin with. So that kind of helped. But now I'm like stuck in the ways that he taught us. Like I can't like veer off of it. Like the structures he's given us is like exactly how I write now. And I literally just finished one of my summer classes. And like my professor did not like global openers and stuff. And I'm like, bro, this is the only way I know how to write. Like I don't know how to do anything else. But I don't know.
Yeah, same for sure. I would take forever just to think of a global opener. That'd be so difficult, I swear.
Yeah.
Chante?
I think he just made me a better writer. Like Elizabeth, I was never a writer. I hated writing. I hated reading. But
all of the above.
Yeah. But Mr. Coia made it better. I actually read on my free time now because of Mr. Coia. And that's
Wow.
big. Because I used to never read. I go to the library like on purpose now and pick a book to read it. Like, wow, who knew? Yeah, but he was a good teacher, I guess, most of the time.
I thought he was insane with the books he'd make us read. Like I was like, this is barely readable. Like I didn't know like the language of the Shakespeare, especially Othello. I thought Othello was one of the toughest reads. I'm not sure if I actually read that book still. I would just like spark notes and try my best. Yeah.
Did he give us no fear or not? I don't remember.
Oh, definitely not. I think he pretended it didn't exist.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right. Because my English teacher for senior year gave us no fear, and I was like, wow.
Actually,
totally different.
I think Mr. Coia would check the spark notes, and if it was on there, then he wouldn't put that on the quiz. Like he'd purposely pick things that spark notes missed, which is, I mean, just unbelievable amounts of evil right there. It's like dedication. Yeah. Oh, next question. That's now that we were all, kind of out of high school, kind of a year removed from it, having some time to, get into our adult lives, quote unquote real world, whatever that means. How do you think your military kid upbringing has affected you? Like whenever you talk to someone who's not a military kid, how do you think you're different? How do you think, is there like a certain characteristic or perspective do you think you've adopted while growing up in that way that has changed you?
I think I'm more adaptive. Like, I don't know, like I can get in a situation and kind of just like match the energy to it and like connect with people because I've had experiences in a lot of different places. Yeah. It has its cons sometimes too.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think there's cons to that. People, I think adaptable can kind of be misinterpreted as turning into a fake ass bitch. I mean,
whoa.
Not you.
Oh, why don't you?
Oh my gosh.
No. People will be like, I need to be adaptable. I'm a military kid. And then they have like 16 different personalities they're putting on for different people. And they're acting different with everyone. And I think that's just not the way to go with it. Like, that's not what being adaptable means. Like, you can adjust to a situation, but you shouldn't change who you are, I don't think. So, yeah, you're right. Sorry about the language.
Just a fake ass bitch,
Not you. Like, I'm saying. Yeah. Bad timing. Yes. Next. Someone else say something, please.
I think it's similar to that in a way where, I talked to some of the people where I graduated in senior year about all the places I traveled and all these different experiences that I had. And they're so scared of leaving their hometown, their little like bubble that they have. Right. And I'm like, dude, send me anywhere, dog. Like, I really don't care. I will find a way. I don't care if I know the language, man. I'll be ready to, like she said, be adapted to it. So I think that's definitely the biggest thing that's helped me out.
Johnny's ready to go. You've always been like that. I'm not even sure it's a military kid thing. Johnny's ready for anything.
Not how it is.
Chante, what do you think? Oh, sorry, Peter G.
No, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna call on Chante and being like super annoying about it. I don't know what else to do.
Gotcha. Well, I was gonna say I definitely relate to what Johnny was saying, where people are definitely used to their area. Like talking to people at state, it's kind of like they always use like familiar terms, like, oh, I was at this shop or at this town, and I'm like, I've never heard of it before. And so they're so used to like everybody being a part of their community. So you come in and you guys talking about being adaptable. You definitely have to be able to work on the fly. And I think for me, it's made me more accepting. Like, I don't know this place from that place, and so people, they talk about it, and they're expecting me to hate them because everyone from this side of the area hates that little small town, and I don't know about it. So I'm more accepting of all kinds of people, I think. So.
Wow. He's immune to like hometown rivalries. I've never really considered that.
I mean, that's not the best example, but I was trying to come up with something.
No, you're right. Chante? Alex?
Well, I would say that I still don't live outside of a military community, so
yeah.
I meet new people. They come in, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this person, such and such. I just like introduce them to people. I just now made a new friend, and I was like, wow, that's so cool, because she was in Australia and stuff, and like she's a part of like the Church of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons and stuff. So I get along with Mormons, so it's a fun time. I'm more adaptable, I guess, and accepting like everyone else.
It's you good, Johnny?
I'm good.
We're so good at making friends. I mean, that's just the best part. It's absolutely the best. Everyone loves us, especially Alex. Alex, tell me about all the friends you made.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that because I guess being a military child, yeah, there's the adaptable, and you've also been exposed to a lot more different perspectives. And like this last semester alone, I realized that a part of leadership is the people that you surround. A part of the leadership is the people that you surround yourself with and the relationships that form because of it. So now, like, I'm a lot more comfortable being open and just like speaking to random people, be it the guy next to me, like in the cafeteria or what have you. And it's like we all have that like common bond of like we have the same goal. It's like, yeah, it's crazy how being a military kid set that foundation, and now we're here adulting.
Yeah. Do you think it translates well into becoming a leader, and does it make it easier to be a leader having that background?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, there's like the kids here at USNA, like where they have zero military background and they've stayed in the same place their entire life, and they can be great leaders too. It's like, yeah. So, and I guess to answer your question, like not necessarily. Like,
yeah, great points. Awesome, guys. Look, we've just grown so much. This is unbelievable. Like, we're so old now. How far we've come. What a shame. We didn't peak in high school, everyone. I swear. We're all really cool still. You can hit us up anytime. We'll talk to you about Moshe the Beetle and Deadering, and we can have conversations about Mr. novels. Shlomo, real character. You're getting on to me about that.
No freaking way.
Real freaking character. So we talked about the good stuff. To wrap up the show, I want to talk about the worst of the worst. Just like the point when you were feeling like the world was ending in Mr. Coia's class. When did you hate him the most? I want you guys just to vent. Was there a moment where you're like, man, screw this. Get me out of here. I want to go to this Lumberg. I don't want to take this test. I don't want to do that. Come on. Chante.
When he ripped my paper. In front of the whole class. I was going to cry about it. Ooh.
Why did he rip it?
I was because he was talking about how no one has ever written these words in this order, and he's like, no one will ever do it again. And he was like, now look at her paper. No one has written anything like her. And he just in front of me. I'm like, what if I didn't have it saved? Like, what if it wasn't on my Google thing?
Are you okay? It sounds like it still bothers you. Like there's a lot of emotion in that. You can let go. This is a safe place.
He told me he would give me 100 for doing that, but he came to me after class. He was like, I'm still gonna need to grade that. So can you print it out again? I'm like, no, I don't want to. You're gonna rip it up again. So yeah. And Socratic seminars. I hated those. So
freaking Ronnie. Elizabeth, how about you? Didn't you have a lunch detention that you are so excited for?
Yeah, I have like 2 horrible memories from his class. The lunch detention one, we were leaving the library. I think we were like working on papers or something. And you know his like no eating policy, like in his class? Like I had a candy bar with me and we're walking from the library back to his classroom, like literally 5 minutes before the bell's gonna ring. And I'd open my candy bar because I'm like, it's fine. Like, we're outside. I'm not in his classroom. And he's like, so you want to eat in my class? That's 10 minutes of your time, like after class during your lunch. Like, are you kidding me? It's a candy bar and I'm not even in your classroom. So that was one unfortunate memory. And then one of my poems, I was so proud of it. Like, I worked so hard. I was like, you know what? This is beautiful. And
I remember this poem.
I turned it in and he's like, this is the wrong format. You need to turn it in next class period and I'll give you full credit. I'm like, okay. Well, apparently, according to him, he said the next day, not the next class period. So I turned it in the next class period and I got a 20% on that poem because I turned it in late.
Oof.
I was pissed. I was so pissed at him. I was like, maybe I wasn't supposed to be in his class originally. Like, he like asked me over the summertime to be in his class and I was like, that was a horrible.
Oh, he's scouting you out? You were a prospect?
Well, I don't know what was going on. I think it was because he knew Miss Lumberg and I had her freshman year and she was like honors. I don't know. But I wasn't
supposed looking for talent.
You're looking for good poem writers. All good? Johnny, anything come to mind for you?
So I'm gonna throw a little character in here that we haven't talked about yet. That is Mr. Wooten, right?
Yes.
So that should extend this a little bit. Yeah, well, okay, here we go. So I never really got called out by Coia in particular, right? But I remember this was after one of the Socratic seminars, right? And Mr. Wooten caught me slacking, right? So Coia is like, so yeah, Mr. Wooten, what pros and cons did you see about the Socratic seminar, right? And then Wooten was like, well, there were some guys who just had, they were just sitting down like this and whatever, right? Like their posture, just, it didn't seem like they really cared, And I'm looking around, I'm still in the position. I'm like, shoot, I hope nobody saw that. Like, It was that was the only time I really ever got called out. But other than that, I mean, I enjoyed it for sure, man.
That class was so much fun. He subbed one day, and he was like breaking down a Coca-Cola commercial, and he was like, "They're about to have sex in a public library." And it was just like he was just ranting, and then he put his name on the wall too, and it was good for him. Good break.
Yeah.
Peter, did you ever have any moments where you're considering dropping out, ending it all? What?
I don't think it ever got as far as ending it all, but I definitely.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Definitely was moments where I was like, "Dang, I wish I could have been in a different English class," because the note writing got me every time. Because like I would have a note after each and every paragraph, and he'd be like, "Look, that's not enough. That's like a 50% for your notes." And I was like, "What do you want? Like I can't do any more than this." And he would always just ask for more, and I couldn't. It broke me.
Yeah, same experience. And the margins wouldn't even be that wide. Like I'm not a sticky note guy, but I'd be like in there. And he's like more. I'm like, okay, Ronnie. I like how whenever I said the word, I was trying to talk about good memories earlier, where like, yeah, it was fun, yeah, whatever. And then I'm like, bad memories, everyone's like, dude, this dude, bro, this dude. Alex, do you have anything bad? It seems like you really enjoyed those days, Alex. Well, anything grind your gears?
I know I've disappointed him more than twice. So
Oh my god!
like there's
only
that,
twice.
though.
That's not bad.
There's like yeah, it's a lot more than twice, but
What you said twice then?
I don't know. But like, there's one thing that annoyed me. I guess like I remember seeing my friends, like you guys, like let's say you have to request seminar, and it was only like a 2-minute thing, like just to check up, like with Mr. Coia about something, and then he made you stay the entire session.
Oh,
like,
that'd be super annoying, yeah.
Yeah, and even if like you needed to go somewhere else like math, but you need to stay the entire session, which kind of sucked.
I wish that was my
like
besides say, that's nothing, bro.
No, like besides me disappointing him like a lot, like I didn't have any particular bad like hateful memories.
Good for you, man. I respect that. That's good. There's nothing like the disappointment eyes he gives you though. Whenever he looks you dead in the face, he gives like the slight like head shake, like oh, it's like it hits you. It's ice cold. I hope he knows he has that power, but all in all, I don't have anything else bad to say. Do you guys have anything else you need to get out?
I gotta send
yes.
this video. Or...
Squash some more beef. Let's get it.
Chante, what do you got?
Do you guys remember how peeved he would get during like Far East season?
Oh my god! Yes.
No, and like it's not even like that I was a part of it. He was like, "You shouldn't even go. You're just a manager. You're gonna have to turn this, and this in on time before you leave. You leave." I'm like, you're gonna.
And it would be due the day you got back too. So like Elizabeth was saying, it wasn't the class period you got back. Like if you got back on Tuesday and you have class until Thursday, like you needed to get it done the Wednesday you got to school in the morning too. Like he wasn't about waiting for you to come around in the afternoon. Yeah, that would take him off for sure. Anything else? Are we good? We're gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
I mean, he was overall pretty good. So.
Oh yeah, A+. I would say so. He's getting a lot of recognition too. I think Alex, you sent something, but he's like on the awards and stuff, and he's like performing live with his Drake, covers. I don't know. He said, "Do you love me?" She tells him on the barley. I only love my man in my country. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I think he's thriving. He's doing well. He'd always go to your basketball games.
Oh yeah,
wasn't that great? Yeah.
Watch me hit a free throw, then airball the next one. It was great.
You would go for like 1 for 4 in the corner threes, and we'd all go crazy.
That's how
Dude,
it
that'd be
was,
so
man.
hype. So hype.
The good old days.
I miss those days for sure. And Ronnie and Mr. Coia, if by the slight chance you're watching, we need you on the podcast. I'll send you an email and we can get this done because you're the greatest teacher at Kubasaki High School, and everyone loves you for the most part. Just pretend we didn't say all those bad things 2 seconds ago.
Make sure you put in your description, "Hey Ronnie, skip over this part." Right?
Yeah, I'll give him a little segment. I'm like, that's not for your eyes. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and doing this. You know, got as much as we could from the Coia Club, and it was a lot of fun going through some fun memories with you guys. Really appreciate it.
Sure, man. Sure.
We'll be back for the 4-year reunion.
Yeah, there's only gonna be 3 of us.
No.
It'll keep dwindling. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you see more fun stuff with these people and people like them who have such interesting things to say. And yeah, signing off.